think I got into the one that I scheduled. Oh, darn. Oh my goodness. Come on in. Welcome into the craft room. So happy to have you here. Let's see if I can get that going. Y'all, I apologize if you tried to pull up the one that I was doing. Yikes, it did not. Let me see if I can do something here real quick. I was trying to go live into the one that I set up ahead of time with a description and everything, and I could not seem to get into that one. So I just said, well, let me just go ahead and get in here live no matter what. So hang on for me. I'm going to see something. Let's see, home, and then live. Let's see, we are live right now. Okay, let me see. Let me just do this real quick. Hang on a second. Hang on with me, guys. I'm going to put a new link over in the Telegram because that was where I put the link to begin with, and I so apologize because that should have worked. Let's see. Do that right quick, and then we'll get down to business making some Whoville here. Okay. All right, there we go. I don't know what the deal was with that. Anyway, let me pull that up so I can see it. It says upcoming, and I'm just going to have to, I don't know why. It won't let me, see if it'll let me go into this one. Anyway, welcome into the craft room, you guys. My name is Susan. This is So Inspired Designs. I'm to inspire you with my ideas, just dealing with a little technology issues. Why can I not see it? It's kind of weird that it's not letting me go in and see it. It's just not going to let me. So I will have to, yeah, that one is just not working. It's not working. So I don't know what the deal is with that one, but hopefully, if there were any friends that saw that old link, that they'll find it over here. Anyway, welcome in. I hope you're having a beautiful day, no matter where you are. My name is Susan, and I am so happy to have you here in the craft room with me. It's so much more fun to craft with friends. We're going to do a little fun trying to make our own Whoville. So I'm going to put my camera down a little bit because I want you to see what we're working on. And I decided not to flip it, so hopefully you'll be able to see everything fine. But did you guys see this? I did post I think I posted a video. If I did not, I will be. Oh, wait a minute. We got to flip this. Hang on, y'all. Oh, shoot. Hang on a second. Hi, Amanda. You know what? I'm not sure if it's going to let me flip it. I don't want to mess with anything anymore because I might mess it up. But anyway, this is my little, my Whoville train station. It's backwards on mine. I can't tell if, I don't know if you guys are seeing it normal way, but it looks backward to me. Hopefully you're seeing it fine, but look at this cute little, this is my Whoville train station. Okay. Hey guys, thanks for joining me. And I wanted to show you my little Grinch train that I created. Okay. I am having a little bit of trouble. I'm going to scooch it down just a little bit more. I could have probably done it sideways, but I wasn't sure if that would show up right or not either. But look at my little Grinch train. We have us a Grinch train that I created and a little train station that goes along with it. Isn't that adorable? Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And so anyway, we need to make a little Whoville town to go with this too. If you did not see the video on there, check back onto my channel and see if you can find the video. If not, just send me a message in here. I'll make sure I link it to you, okay? So we're going to have a little fun creating a Whovillage. I have these wood cutouts. They came white like this, and I have a set of 6 of them. And they're interlocking. Just like that train is interlocking, it clicks together. This one is an interlocking village. So I have this left over from last year. I never got around to it. It does come like this in this white distress. I am going to leave that for now because I probably will do it as like a gingerbread village at another time. But for now, I guess I could try to get a little bit more so you can see me some too. But for Whoville, we need some fun colors, in my opinion anyway. I'm all about the colors. I love bright colors. So I have painted the other side of them 6 different colors because we have 6 different size and shape houses. I have painted them 6 different colors, and I have used my Chalkology paste. So I just picked a bunch of bright colors that I love from my stash and painted these houses. So you're going to see them. All of them have already been painted with, I think most of them had a, hi Brenda, hi Amanda, hi Big Zay, with 1 layer. Sometimes they needed 2 layers of the chalk paste painted. I just used a sponge, like I cut off a part of an automotive sponge, and I painted them. So in order to be prepared for our design, I also needed to put a layer of surface wax on them. So that's what I have on all of them except for this one. So we're just going to apply this surface wax to it as well, because we are going to use some transfer stencils, which are basically like big stickers. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this surface wax, and that's just going to kind of seal in the color that I painted on here, so that it's like a big sticker. I don't want the sticker to pull up the color that I already painted it, so we're just going to kind of protect it. Plus it's wood, which is, you know, it's got all kinds of dips and valleys and things like that. So we're just trying to smooth it out a little bit and make it a little bit more flat and even, so that when we go to put our transfer stencil on it, it will be smoothed out, and we'll get a better, you know, a better image with it. So I just put a light layer of that on here, and then I buffed it in. So I did that with all the other colors already. So it should already be soaked in. They're all ready to go. So we've got the fun colors. We're going to put a design on them in a minute, and that's going to only take a few minutes to do, which is what I love about this whole process. But I wanted to show you what we're going to do to kind of make it feeling more like it's Whoville. So, you know, Dr. Seuss has got the most wonderful imagination, or he had the most wonderful imagination. So he worked with shapes and colors and unusual things, and, you know, created his own things a lot of times. Well, these are really nice. You know, they've got different roof lines and everything, which is fine, but they're not Dr. Seussy. So we have to make them Dr. Seussy. So what I did was I went into my stash, and I had this pack of foam glitter sheets. That says Make Shop. I cannot remember if that is Dollar General or if that is, it might even be Michael's. I'm not sure, but it was a 5 count. I could only find 4 colors, so I must have used the other sheet, and I don't know where the rest of it would be. So we're going to work with 3 of them, the brightest ones that I have. So I have this, look, they're shimmery, they're self-adhesive, they have an adhesive on the back. And what I did, I'm going to show you how, with the last one, what I did was I took each one of these houses and I kind of put them on here, and then I traced kind of around them, but just made them a little bit more fun. So that is how we're going to make these feel more like Whoville. And I won't put those on until the end, but I wanted to show you that process at least, okay? So all I did was take my little house and I put it down here, and I'm trying to pay attention to where the roof line is, where it ends. And I am just kind of adding a little bit of whimsy. I'm just changing the roof line a little bit by adding I'm just tracing kind of around it, but I'm making it bigger than what the house is. And just whatever design I can think of that would make it kind of fun. So that's all I did. I just took a little pen and did that. And I am going to cut these out with my scissors. And then once I'm done putting my little fun little design on the front to make them look like an actual house, then we'll adhere the these little cutout shapes to the top of them too. And then to completely finish it, I'll probably go in with, I have some foam stickers like I used on the train station and on my train. I have foam stickers that I can either adhere to some of the front of the houses, or I also have just some plain stickers. Let's see, where are they? I just got these at Hobby Lobby. I may even just use something like this on them. If I haven't decided yet. That part I'm not worried about. I just wanted to go ahead and do the process of making the actual village. And then from there, I can figure out how I want to accessorize. So let me know in comments. Do you love the Grinch? I would love to know. I appreciate y'all stopping by here for me. I don't do a lot of lives on here. I do try to upload videos, but I don't do a lot of lives on YouTube. But I do like to come on here. You know what? I'm going to use a smaller pair of scissors, because then I can get in these little kind of nooks and crannies that I've created. Obviously, I don't want to ruin all of the foam page. Now, you could just use regular foam, but these are self-adhesive and they're glittery. And I love my shimmers and bright colors. And it's Christmas time, so I feel like, you know, you can get away with it. Even if you're not normally a glittery, shimmery person, you could still get away with it at Christmas time. And this is just to have some fun, you guys. When you're creating and doing DIY, you know, you can make it however you like it. I'm just here to hopefully inspire you, maybe to educate you, teach you something new you hadn't learned, or to just entertain you, whichever way I can, whatever I can do, it makes me happy. See how that's going to change? I mean, that's fine. And when I go to, if I decide later, either this year or next year, to do a little gingerbread theme, then I won't need my little Whoville house. But for this year, for Whoville, the cool thing is I can pull this out year after year, and if I'm not feeling this next year, I can do something completely different on the back. Let's see how that's just going to change the whole way the roof line looks. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to cut those out real quick. Like I said, I do like that these are self-adhesive. If you use regular foam, you just need to get you some kind of glue. I like Reptile glue or Stick Fast. Those are two really nice kinds of glue to use when you're working on craft projects. I don't typically use hot glue on things like this, just because hot glue can actually loosen whether it gets too hot or whether it gets too cold. So if you want it to be on there semi-permanent, you could use hot glue. If you want it to be semi-permanent, you can also use something called Tack It. If you've never heard of that before, I do have some of that in my craft supply as well. It is it's a pretty neat adhesive as well for, you know, being able to take it back off later if you wanted to, which you might want to do. These, like I said, are self-adhesive, so we're just going to go with the adhesive that comes on the glitter. And I'm only going to have to pull off the adhesive part from the section that actually touches onto the house. So the rest of it I won't have to worry about. And I did some mix and match colors, so, you know, that almost looks like the top of an apple or a pumpkin, doesn't it? But that, I think that will be fun with that one. So we're just going to set these aside until we're ready. Let me put those away. But these are all the fun colors that I used. Aren't they awesome? I love them. If you have any questions about any of the products I'm using or the techniques, please feel free to ask me in comments. That's what I'm here for. I love to just make your creating a little bit more joyful. All right, look at this. Isn't that great? Look at these colors, you guys. Are they not fabulous? So bright. And you guys, when you hop on, let me know where you're watching from. I love to see where my friends are joining me from. I am in coastal North Carolina, and it was a picture perfect, beautiful fall November day here. It got up to like 64. We had a nice cool breeze, low humidity. That's what feels like fall in the Carolinas to us, is that the humidity is low. I am a hop, skip, and a jump away from the South Carolina border, so we're pretty far south, as far south in North Carolina almost as you can get. And the sun was shining. It was beautiful blue sky. It was just a gorgeous, gorgeous day. Could not ask for better. You could sit in the sun and it would be nice and warm, or even be doing stuff outside and not really have to sweat, which is always nice. Okay, so there's another one. I just try to do 2 of each color. I would love it if you guys would hit that subscribe button so that you can catch all my different creative ideas. I know you all know how to cut, so I'm certainly not going into any details, but if you're curious about these scissors are so great for little small areas like this. This is actually embroidery scissors that I got from Walmart, and they look like a peacock. I got them because they're so pretty, but also because they've got a nice long blade, and you can get into some of these really small little areas pretty easily. Sometimes with these curvy, you need a shorter blade. That comes in handy too, but I do like these a lot. Whoops. Okay. So one more color. So here's all the colors of the houses. I promise you this next step is going to take like so quick. We're going to do it so quick. But look at all these fabulous colors. I mean, isn't that awesome? I'm trying to make the edges kind of rounded too, because, you know, Whoville is all about round. I feel like everything is very curvy or soft edges. There are certainly other ways that you could make a Whoville, but I happen to have this house set left over in my stash. I am an independent designer with Chalk Couture. I've been with them over 3.5 years, and so I have quite a few things in my stash. So I usually try to use what I have on hand and supplement from there, but I love easy and quick DIY ideas. But I also like to present thinking outside the box, so not using it necessarily the way you would originally plan for. Okay, so all of those are cut out. They're ready to go. That's going to be super easy. We're just going to cut off the bottom part at the end. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to pull out my stencil. As you can see, I have used this before. Guess what, guys? These things are so cool and versatile. Not only can you use them on surfaces, I actually used these last year on my windows in my breakfast nook for Christmas and on the front of my oven. It stayed there it stayed there all of December and January. I think I might have taken it off in February. And it's wonderful because I just use chalk paste, so it's like you're decorating, that you can take it off. It doesn't damage anything. So I took it off when I was ready, and I changed it out. So as you can see, everything has its own little size. So we're just going to find the coordinating transfer stencil. Study. I saw the word library. And they are, a lot of these have labels on them. Some of them are considered houses, but then like this is the firehouse, this is the library. So, you know, even Whoville has to have that, right? So all I do with these, I'm not going to do anything else besides just put it right on the top. And I can see through it. It's translucent enough I can see through it so that I can position it exactly how I want it. And then we're going to use chalk paste. I have pulled 3 different colors. We're going to use chalk paste on the front to give us all these cool details. And as you can see, this would look fabulous as a gingerbread house, either a typical gingerbread color. If you're looking at using that, then you're looking at like a butterscotch or a hazelnut. If you're using chalk paste, it would be like a camel color. But if you can also do them in a pastel, because pastel gingerbreads are really, really popular. I prefer the pastel myself, actually. All right, so this is, like I said, this is the easy part. And once we get these on here, we're just going to zoom right through because I'm only going to use a couple different colors. Let's see, that's this house. A couple different colors. Of the, and I'm going to use the shimmer chalk paste. Because like I said, this is our matte colored chalk paste, but I'm going to use the shimmer for the accents because I can. And because I love them. I could do them all in white, but I just think Whoville would have lots of colors. So we're going to use like an olivey green color. And we're going to also use a darker green color shimmer. And we're going to use a watermelon. Oh, that's not the right one. Yeah, that is right. That is right. I saw the pointy roof and I was thinking, oh no, but it was the way the design was in there. And even some of this roof isn't even going to show. And it's going to be fine. You know what I could do if I wanted? I could even, for example, I don't think that was the right one. I think it was this one. I could put this under here and put the design on the top of it. I wonder if we should do that. I don't know. I'm going to think about it. I'm not going to do it yet. I'm going to think about it. But I don't even need to do like from the roof line up. So what I'm going to do to help me remember that is take some painter's tape and just kind of stop it. Give myself a visual clue as to where I need to stop. If it goes up there, it's going to be fine. But I'm just going to try to remind myself that I'm going to be giving it a special roof. I think that them having this sparkle on it is going to be plenty that I don't need to necessarily do a design on it, but I'm going to wait and see what it looks like after I put it on. I just have some painter's tape over here that I have used for other projects. So I like to reuse stuff. I like to upcycle things and I like to reuse stuff. So always doing that kind of stuff. All right, I'll just put that there to remind me. Just thought of that, so. I do want it to see the library, so we might go all the way that high on that one and move the roof line up a little. We'll see. I am so blown away by the fact that at the time I'm making this video, that it is already halfway through November, because I don't even know where October went, let alone the month of November. Okay, there's that one. Let's go ahead and get another guy. And two more. I love these. I love the fact that they're reusable. And they've got the silk screen just gives you all these details. I mean, this is supposed to be the church. Obviously, we're not going to see the church steeple on there. It's got a little cross at the top. Once we put our fun roof on it. But it's okay. It's okay. I don't even remember if they have a church in Whoville. I don't even remember if they did. All right, last but not least, our hot pink house. Okay. These kind of remind me a little bit, almost like what you would see maybe in Russia or Budapest or some of the places in the Middle East with some of these roof lines. Anyway, just on their own. Look at that one. See how it is? Hi, Ariana. Is that how you say your name? Look. Isn't that cool? Ooh, got stuck. I got stuck. All right, so this one we're only going to lose the top. Okay, so next. We're going to pick, I'm trying really hard not to overthink this, but I think we're going to, so this is a really pretty, it's called Shimmer Olive. It's a very, as you can see, it's like a yellowy green. And I'm thinking we're going to use that on there. And then the other two colors, this one's called Watermelon, Shimmer Watermelon. And this one is just a metallic kind of green. So I'm thinking, what color was that? Orange. And I don't even remember what color I made that. Maybe we'll do that in green, that color green. And then with this pretty blue, we'll do, I'm not trying to match them all up exactly, so we're just going to go for it. Now, chalk paste is just wet chalk, you guys. This was a brand new bottle. I haven't even opened it. Brand new jar, excuse me. Yes, wonderful. Okay, whew, there we go. Look at that. Isn't that fabulous? Okay, so I need a couple tools here. I'm just going to need 3 different tools, and they're called squeegees. That's how we apply our chalk paste. I'm just grabbing 3 of them because I'm going to reuse these colors. Okay. And the next thing I need to do, I'm going to move one last look in case you just hopped on. This is our Whoville train station that I made this past week. Isn't that cute? And then here's my Grinch train. And now we're just making Whoville to go with all of it. So I'm going to set that over to the side because I'm going to need a little mat to put my transfers on, my transfer stencils on after I have used them. So I just use a squeegee to take the chalk paste. It's wet chalk. It dries hard to the touch. This shimmer takes about 7 minutes, maybe less, if you have a ceiling fan on or something like that. But it doesn't take very long to dry, hard to the touch, and then it's on there. It's permanent unless I decide to sand it off. So I just take it and I just put it right across the silk screen. I don't apply a ton of pressure. I don't need to apply a ton of pressure. You just glide it across. If you can butter bread or smear a bagel, you can do this. It's so easy. You just make sure you have all your silk screen covered, you know, all the areas that you can see through is where this color that I'm using is going to be applied and give me all these great details. So, let's see, in that corner. So I pull off any extra, just like that. Make sure all of it's covered. And then this is where the magic happens. You guys ready? This is the fun part. Look at that. All those details. I'm sorry, my lighting tonight, for some reason, it got dark on me. My lighting is not showing up good. Here, can you see? Isn't that cool? Okay, so we're going to set that over to the side. That'll be dry in a few minutes. It's actually coming off kind of as a gold on that pink. But we know it's green. We know it's green. Now, I'll wash these transfer stencils in the sink with cool water and a board eraser or a soft sponge after I am finished with my live. Look at this color. Isn't that awesome? Look at that color green. Oh my gosh. This is like one of my favorite. This is a color of the month. Once a month, at the beginning of the month, we have a brand new color that we offer just for that month only. It's exclusive to that month or when it sells out. And it is not in our normal lineup. This color is in our normal lineup. It's an en vogue color, so it's certain times a year you can get it. It's called Shimmer Olive. This one's called Scout. It was our color of the month for, oh, I didn't write it down. It was this year. I cannot remember. It was within the last few months. I just can't remember when. So it's really like a metallic green, but it's Kelly green, but better in my opinion. It's just like a beautiful, beautiful Kelly green. Ready? Super easy. And then look, does that not remind you? It's that, like the roof lines remind me of like Russia or Budapest and those kind of places. But I feel like the designs on here are very ornate, almost like maybe Dutch or from the Netherlands or something like that. I don't know. For some reason, a lot of these little designs remind me of that. Okay, so this one we're going to do Shimmer Watermelon. Look at this. That was a summertime color. Isn't that beautiful? Can you see the pink? I know it's the lighting. I don't know why it's so bad today. I usually have it adjusted a little bit better. Anyway, super easy. It's super fun. And I love that the cool thing about it is when you're done, you're done. Like when you're done with doing your project, it doesn't take a long time to do it. And it doesn't take a long time to clean it up, which is another bonus. And once you've finished, it's fabulous. You don't have to come back to it. A lot of times with DIY projects, you know, you feel like you have to keep coming back and, oh, okay, I worked on that part, but I don't have time to finish anymore. I don't have any more time to dedicate to it. So I'll have to come back to it when I have more time. I don't know about you guys, but I have a ton of unfinished projects like that throughout my life because of time. Okay. And I guess that was appropriate for the firehouse. I didn't think about that. Ready? What do you guys think? Isn't that awesome? Okay, so that's 3 down. 3 to go. All right, I might need to get another mat here in a minute because I'm only going to fit one more on here. Okay, scooch that out of the way. Let's pull up one of our other ones. I'm going to pull up one of these skinny ones, the next skinny one. Ooh, this one is that purple color. I think, let's see. Let's do the green on this one again. Let's do the green again. I think that'll look nice. Purple and green look nice together. I could have pulled other colors. I could have pulled white, but I wanted it to be more as colorful as possible since it is Whoville. And I am the type of creator that loves to work with color. I very rarely do neutrals. Excuse me. But this looks fabulous as a gingerbread situation as well, where if I was doing gingerbread on it, I would be using, you know, actually, I'd probably be using pastel colors on the bottom. And then I would use a shimmer frost on the front, which is like a white with built-in glitter. So it's almost like it's controlled glitter. Okay. Ooh, that does look pretty. That does look pretty. I hope you guys are able to see the colors okay. I know it's a little bit challenging with the lighting. Okay, let me get one more. You need to get another mat to put my designs on. All right, now we're going to work with the two wide ones. So, pretty sure we're done with green because I didn't want to do, I only wanted to keep them, each of them 2 colors. Close the lid on that one. Let's see, this one is, oh, I think we're going to have to use the green on this blue. So we're going to go with the olive green on this one. This is kind of a Grinchy green too, but it's not as deep a color. That's why I went with that other color I used for my Grinch. I felt like it needed to be a darker green, not this olivey green. It all depends. Maybe if you look at the really old cartoon version of Grinch, he might be more of the olivey green, but I wanted his color to be a little brighter. And these jars last a really long time, you guys. I can get so many projects out of it. I have just about every color that we have created. And I have some jars I've had for over 2 years. Now you do have to keep stirring them, and if they start getting dried out, you have to add distilled water to them so that no fungus grows in them, but to keep them moist. But as long as you keep them moist, you can keep using them. You can even paint with them. Like I said, I painted the bases of these. All I did was take a little piece of an automotive sponge, and I actually sprayed a tiniest bit of distilled water in the jars. And then I used that sponge, dipped it into the chalk paste, and used that to paint. Here's our library. And that color doesn't show up like super bright. It's almost coming off as gold, but I'm okay with it. I think it's going to have enough color going on with the roof line and the background color that will be all right. I love this color. Okay. All done. And I just put my extra right back in the jar to reuse. Oh, that shows up so nice. So nicely. Isn't that pretty? Love it. Okay. Let's spray these. And I will get to those later. Okay, so we're going to set those aside while those are drying. Now, I did also grab some of these. This is a pick that I got from Hobby Lobby. They had all their Christmas stuff at 50% off. I thought possibly I might use it, but where I did not do any of these colors, I'm not sure if I will use it on this particular setup. I haven't decided. Maybe I might use it somewhere else in my display, but I just grabbed them because they're fun. They're little pom-poms, and they remind me of the Grinchy colors, so that's why I had gotten them. But I think for Whoville, we need something a little more colorful than that. So if we come back over here to this first one, I'm just going to hit all of these with a quick air dryer. Like I said, they dry on their own in about 7 minutes. I'm just going to speed it up a little bit just to make sure I don't smear it as I put these roof lines on them. This is just a little air dryer. It's not a blow dryer. It's not really hot air. It just helps. We don't need anything too intense for chalk paste. It's not like regular paint. Acrylic paint, you need like a blow dryer or something warmer. See how that's dry? Even these little teeny fine details, you can pick those up. I just banged that. Took off some of the chalk paste. It's okay. All right. So now what we're going to do, let's set those over there for a second. Up there. And this was the first one. So what I'm going to do is find the little house that I cut out of my foam. Okay. So kind of, I'm going to kind of, pretty sure, was that the right? Wait a minute, maybe that was the right one. No, surely not. Surely I didn't do pink on pink. Wait a minute, let me see. I gotta remember which ones I did which. That was that roof line. Oh, I gotta remember which one was which. Let's see, might have been. Oh, I guess it's gonna be up to me to choose because that one I was pretty sure went with that color. This one, I think I just, did I make it rounder? Maybe I'll do it like that. Okay, I'm just talking to myself. Just talking to myself, that's all. Okay, here's that. So then these three are the ones that are fairly close. I think that must be for that one because I did try to cut it fairly close. I think that one's for that one and that one's for that one. Who knew that would be the hardest part? Okay, so I'm catching that on the roof line. I'm going to take my little, where's my, here it is. So I have this cool little Fisker's tool. I don't know if you've ever seen this before. It's an X-Acto knife, but it has a little finger hole for it. And I'm going to try to just cut around my shape here to cut the little backing piece off. Because I think that's going to make it easier, and I'm only going to take that part off of the sticky. Hopefully this is going to work. It's a pretty sharp X-Acto knife, so it should work. So let's see if that worked. So I just kind of traced the outline of that, where that was. Let's see if that will come off. I didn't want to cut all the way through. I just wanted to try to cut the little plastic. And that way I won't have everything trying to stick. You know, the rest of it's sticky too, but it won't be picking up any kind of stuff. So that's what we're going to try to do. That's what I'm trying to do. And then I can decide how far down I want this to be. And voila, there's one of my little Whoville places. This the same way. Am I right? Yeah, I think it's right. It'll be fine that way. Let's try again. I'm trying not to press too hard because this is pretty sharp. I don't want to go all the way through the foam. There we go. Isn't that funny? I didn't mean for, I don't think I guess I did choose those colors to go with it, but wasn't meaning for them to all be so coordinated. Okay, let's see. pretty sure, yeah, that one I went all the way to the roof line there. So we'll go. Oh, I wasn't holding down strong enough. My sticker started sliding. Okay. Ooh, I got through that one too far. I told you guys that was super, super strong. Sorry about that. Okay. Oh, hopefully you won't be able to tell once I get it attached. I definitely did cut through that one too far. Might have to hit some glue on that one. Okay. They're not, and it looks amateurish. It's not supposed to be perfect, right? We're just having fun. This is just creative fun, you guys. I could have even just added a dab of some type of adhesive on the back of these and left it on the plastic, but I decided I was gonna just, since I have that X-Acto knife, I could go ahead and cut it out. It's a little crooked. Let's see if I can fix it. There we go. It's number 3. Oh, it's too far over. Hang on a second. And I want to curve that a little bit. I want it, it's a little too straight on the edge there, so let me curve that. There we go. Fun. Super fun. Okay, 2 more. I'd love to know in comments what you guys think of this. Let me know if you like this idea. I think it's super fun. I've never done a Grinch village or Grinch decorations. I just thought it would be fun to try this year. Something different. Isn't that cool? I'm hoping these are all going to work fine. I may have to trim up the roof lines a little bit once I go to attach them. We'll see what happens because they kind of interlock. They go together. So we're going to see how that works. All right, last one. Last one in our Whoville Village. Ooh, stay close. Let's put the lid back on that because that thing is super, super sharp. So if you have one of those, be very careful and make sure you don't get that anywhere around little ones. I wanted to, oh, that's right. I wanted to be able to see that it said library. Forgot. I should have popped that up a little higher. So we may have to trim. So see, that one has more exposed. If that's a problem, what I could do, Let's see how we can fix that problem. We could fix that problem. Just cut a little bit of this off. I don't know that it's necessarily going to be a problem, but there you go. You can just add that back. There we go. Okay, so all that's done. So now we can assemble. And it really does not matter. They all go together the same. I think, actually, we should have some that, actually, I think they all have these. So if, let's see if I can do it this way. Your roof is sticking out, you can either cut it off or tuck it behind. Okay. That is an end piece. It only has it on one side. So we'll wait and see on that one. I think all the rest of them have something. Oh no, that's an end piece. This is the end piece over here. So let's put that one on. And then that'll be on the end. That's a bakery. That's the library. Let's put the bakery and library near each other. Because who doesn't like to go to the library and get a good book and then go sit at the bakery and enjoy your coffee and maybe afternoon treat while you're reading? I tend to tell little stories when I am creating with my projects. I like to, in my mind, they become little stories. Okay, get in there. There we go. How are we looking so far? What do you think? All right, something is not straight. Something is not clicked in right. If the roof is getting in the way, we're going to tuck it in the back. Okay, there we go. All right. One more, and our Whoville will be complete. There we go. So there's Whoville. There is our Whoville. Let me see if I can slide it over. So here we go. I think that's pretty fun. Don't you guys think that's fun? I think that is pretty fun. All right, and then if we say, okay, here comes our Grinch train in the front of the Whoville, right? See how these interlock as well? This is an interlocking as well. So here's our Grinch train in front of, I apologize, I should have done the camera angle a little bit differently, but there's our Grinch train in front of our Whoville. And then last but not least, here is our train station that will be over to the side. Obviously, it's a little bigger than our Whoville, but it's okay. We're going to have the train station down the mountain a bit from the town, right? So I think that is a fun idea. It's so fun to create your own DIY Christmas decor. And I hope this inspired you. Thanks for hopping on here with me today. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you are interested in more inspirational DIY ideas. And until I see y'all next time, hopefully live, please be safe, be healthy, be blessed, and I hope you'll be so inspired. All right, my friends. Bye-bye.